welcome to ReCall The Midwife. We watch an episode of Call The Midwife and talk about it. Today we're watching Series 12, Episode 7. I'm Alex.
I'm Becky.
I'm Jen. A reminder that this week's episode deals with homelessness, substance abuse, serious illness, adoption, foster care, and traumatic birth. So if those topics are ones you'd prefer to skip this time, we understand and hope you join us for the next one.
Nancy visits Imelda O'Connor, who is living in the caravan on a building site with her husband Maurice and young son. They're eventually made homeless and Imelda gives birth in desperate conditions. Cyril returns from Jamaica without Lucille. He throws himself back into his old life by volunteering at a soup kitchen. He encounters Leon, a young homeless man with a drug problem. Rosemary Mason is expecting her 5th child. She's a geriatric mother and complains of feeling tired and achy. She's diagnosed with hepatitis. Poplar is gripped by an outbreak which also touches an artist's house when Sister Monica Joan falls ill.
Dun, dun, dun.
Whoa!
Can we talk about how posh the invites were first for
Oh
the
my
wedding?
gosh. Oh my gosh.
You know who I thought of immediately? Rebecca.
This lady right here. Yes.
I love that Phyllis was going to RSVP properly. Like she was going to probably post that to
The address listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I would.
I would as well.
That's the fun. That's the fun of it. Filling out the little card and using the little thing.
Well, Miss Higgins believes it's 3 to 4 sheets thickness.
Oh my God. I will say one big incentive to get married to me is all the paper stationery like stuff you can do. I would love that.
I bypassed that part.
I would also buy you for a wedding present personalized stationery.
Oh, I really need to get married, you guys. This is like I'm so incentivized now. Yes.
I missed all. The only thing I cared about with the wedding was a hen do and didn't actually have that.
You didn't have a hen do.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Absolute carnage.
Why didn't you have one in the end? Was it just because
I didn't tell anyone I was getting married, did I?
Oh, right.
Well, I knew.
Yeah, we just went over.
Just for anybody out there
we knew you were getting married, but we
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, it wasn't a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't tell I didn't tell my mum.
I know, that's
Yeah.
right. I remember that.
Did you tell her when you were already in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I rang her the day before. I just knew she'd make this big deal of it and just make it about her. Sorry if you're listening.
If you're listening, sorry, Anne, that I knew before you.
Yeah.
But she made a big deal when you got home, so you kind of didn't totally get out of it.
No, in a good way, but she'd like try and pressure us into having her there and people there. And I just didn't want that. I just wanted this really informal. We went to a technical metal band that night and went to a rock club. It was absolutely chef's kiss perfect for us. But if you have stuff for there, you kind of feel like you have to do stuff for them. And do you know what I mean? We just wanted it for us.
Your hen do, it would be so many people.
It would.
Yeah.
I really gotta hand it to you, Al, though, because a lot of people say like, "Oh my God, we should just elope," but then they never do, and you did.
We did. Yeah.
Mine would just be the 3 of us. No, I'd have a couple more people.
What, the wedding or the
hen do?
The whole marriage, Al. Oh God.
Cyril coming back to his empty flat.
Oh, poor Cyril. Coming back to the wedding invite of it, Mr. and Mrs. Robinson, and then seeing his happy, gorgeous. That photo's gorgeous. They've got of them, innit?
Oh, yeah. I know. He looks so happy and hopeful and excited about his life.
Flat, and then you see his like crestfallen face in his flat on his own. And Fred and Violet quizzing him.
I just felt for him.
Well, the way that they look at each other when he says like, "Oh, Lucille stayed in Jamaica," they're like, "Oh no!" And it's just
you decided to come back. Like, yeah, we did. This is my home.
Well, I feel like at that point, because they said, "But you came back," and he said, "Yeah, I've got a good job." I feel like Lucille asked him to stay.
Oh, wait! Oh, this is interesting. Yes, let's talk about this. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think she would. Like, they're married, or would she? Or did she not? And that's why he didn't. Do you think if she asked him, he would have? Do you know what I mean?
But he makes a point of saying that he's got a good job here, so it's kind of like he considered not coming back.
Yeah, but also it's weird because it's not his home country either, is it? It's hers. So either way,
that is true. It's not like he's got family there, is he?
No.
Well, I wonder if they were like having the classic thing of like they were kind of like maybe not arguing, but like they were like talking about like what to do. And she's like, well, we can stay here if you want. And he was like, well, no, I don't want to be here. This isn't like where I want to be. I don't have a job here. I don't have friends here. I don't have anything here.
They both wanted to move to England. They didn't both want to move to Jamaica. He didn't move there. He moved to England. She also
he's also been spent so long working on his qualifications. Like, I don't know how, like,
Yeah.
qualifications don't always easily transfer.
Yeah, it's so true.
Well, and I don't know what the infrastructure is in Jamaica. Like, could they have the life that he really wants to have there? You know, like, I
Well,
mean,
if they could, why did she move in the first place?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So also, so Cyril, while we're on about Cyril, let's talk about Cyril. So Cyril
yeah.
goes to help volunteer at the homeless shelter because he's just an absolute saint. And the
Girls.
guy
Yeah.
who runs the homeless shelter was like, "Are you God botherer, are you?" And he was like, "I believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ."
Well,
Do you know what?
he's like, yes, I am, but I'm not annoying about it, which I really like.
It's really bad, but we use that expression in our household. God botherers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We would never, ever, ever sully the name of God-fearing people like that in ours.
Do you know what? Maybe you should edit that out, actually.
No, it's absolutely fine. I'm going to make you look awful.
Like, honestly, though,
to me,
we
it's
say
such a
that.
funny phrase, but I think it's
It's
actually
a very
meant in a
British,
really
it's a very
rude.
British phrase.
But I think it's
Yeah.
meant in a really rude way. Like to me, it sounds funny, but I think it's meant to be
No,
like
it's not
mean.
meant in a rude way. It's just meant that they're like, we have the utmost respect for them.
No, you don't.
It's just, well, there's different degrees, isn't there?
You know what? You know what? This actually, like, just a quick diversion. This is one of those British things that this is like why I really love Britain. The phrase "God botherer" I just think is such a perfect roast. And it's like so awesome. And the other one that I've always loved that you guys say, and I've never heard the girl version, but I think it's applied like non-gender specific, is I remember hearing someone say it, oh, he's a Billy No Mates. And I
Yeah.
just remember being like, oh my God, that is so savage. Like cut me to the core with Billy No Mates. And like it's so illustrative. Like it's so evocative. Like I mean I would hate to be called one, and I obviously would feel bad if someone was called one, but at the same time I'm like, oh my God, you guys just hit the nail on the head.
I mean, I don't think people get called it to their face, Jen.
No, I know, but can you imagine if like you found out someone said that about you? I mean, you would
Anyway,
never because
no.
you have like 80 million friends, but you know what I'm saying? Like I just, oh my
But I
God.
mean, that's one that still is in common regular use.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. I think it's
Yeah.
it's obviously not a nice thing to say, but I just think it's such a
Well,
great phrase. I
speaking
think
of
it's
Billy
like a
No
great thing.
Mates, Cyril's on
Oh.
the door and he's only allowed 20 in, and it's like really harsh. And this guy comes and he's not got no mates and he's on his own, but
Leon.
he's over the 20, he's not allowed in. I thought his name was
Yeah.
Anthony for some reason. So
Well,
Leon,
I thought his name was Christopher
Isn't it?
until I did the synopsis, and then I realized
Oh.
his name was Leon.
Oh, Leon. Oh, that's
so
right.
anyway, he gives him money. So Cyril feels bad and gives him money. And I thought, mate, that is not sustainable. You can't just keep giving money to people
Well,
when you
I
get
know.
them for free.
It's so understandable because
Yes.
the other guy knows that you're never going to be able to help everybody. So it's
Yeah.
like, even
It's
if you
Cyril's
let
first
one
night.
more,
Yeah.
if you let one more person in, there's always going to be one more person.
There's always one more person.
So
Sorry.
it is so tough. I will say, and then the guy that runs the soup kitchen says, he's not using that money to buy his dinner. Now, I was once in a queue to buy a sandwich, and a homeless person was like begging, and I gave him some money, and then this other woman in the queue had such a go at me in front of everybody.
That's happened to me as well.
Oh, why?
Just saying that you shouldn't give money to homeless people because that money's basically going to go on drugs.
Well, I was in Edinburgh on a hen do, weirdly on a hen do, and I went and it was with my friend's other friend that I didn't know, and she was weird, didn't like her. Anyway, I gave this man some money because it was freezing. It was horrible in Edinburgh. It was so cold. And I gave him a fiver, and she was like, he's going to use that on drugs. And I thought, well, good for him, because at least he won't feel as cold. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, who the hell are you to tell me what I could do with my money and shut up?
Yeah.
But it was just the way she did it in front of everyone. I was like, well, I've done it now. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, but I shouted at her, being like, well, I hope he has something warm and makes him warm and go away.
Yeah, I agree. Also, like, if you didn't want him to spend it on drugs, like, I mean, again, if you want to give someone money, you should give them money. Like, I mean, I don't know that that's, I think the guy that Cyril was working with was really correct. Like, it's not necessarily the best choice. But the thing is, if you're so bent about it, then like, are you going to offer to like buy them a sandwich? Are you going to say like, hey mate, listen, like I can get you a hot cup of coffee and like something to eat?
Oh, she was not going to do anything to Beth.
Like, it just, the idea that you're going to criticize somebody for quote, trying to help, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Also, just really on this note, speaking of God botherers and all this stuff, do you remember there was someone in our kitchen who was the leader of the Christian Union? And she was the least Christian person in the history of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, awful. Anyway, that's by the by. So
Was
Cyril,
it this person?
Did her name begin with the letter R?
No.
Oh, no. It wouldn't have been her. Wait, did her name begin with letter K?
Her name was for God's sake, I'll just edit that out.
Yeah.
That's who I thought it was.
So Cyril follows the homeless man from the hostel, which is nice. But
they run into each other. Yeah, they run into each other. Yeah.
Yeah, and he sees that he's struggling, so he takes him to the doctor, which is obviously Dr. Turner, and it turns out that he's a heroin addict. And Leon, we're going to pause on Leon, but basically Leon says that his mum, he's been grown up in children's homes, no one really wanted him. He went and found his real mum, and she's already got a family and doesn't want him. Now pause on Leon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, sorry, Bex, go ahead. I can see.
No.
I was just gonna say, this to me was like a really interesting episode because like I don't remember this season very well, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, a lot of this is feeling like I'm watching for the first time. I think we've talked about that actually. But yeah, and so to me, I was like, how does Cyril go from where he was to where I know him from now in like season 15? And this was a really interesting, like, I forgot this part, and actually seeing him as like seeing him as like starting out in this world really was very, anyway, I really liked it in the genesis of this new evolution that he's going to take as a character and a profession and everything. Yeah.
No, I agree. I liked it a lot.
Also, just to see like what they were doing back then, because I think sometimes we just don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely. Also at the start, when they were in the doctor's surgery and they were talking about hepatitis, I was like, because it was right at the start of the episode, I was like, that means we're going to have hepatitis cases this week.
See, I missed that. Well, here's how dumb I was. I thought that the mom in this was having an affair. Sorry. I thought she was cheating on her husband. That's why she didn't want to tell.
I think you're supposed to think that.
Yeah.
They keep saying mention about lodgers and stuff as well, and you're thinking, oh, she had a baby with a lodger.
Yeah, I felt like there was some like really like seedy, like dodgy dealing thing happening, and it wasn't at all, but that's what I felt like I was being anyway.
So should we talk about Rosemary?
Yes, the geriatric mother.
The geriatric mother, that classic term. So she's got 4.
How old do you think she is?
I reckon she's
not as old as we think.
She says she's 38. She says she's not 40. She's not 40.
God. Just makes you depressed, doesn't it, girls?
It killed me. Yeah, it killed me. I was just like, just let me go like lie in a ditch. Like, I'm done. What's the point of it anymore?
Well, Mojo sees her at clinic and she's pregnant. She's like, oh, I can't believe it. We'll have a house full of babies. Well, what a surprise.
She goes into clinic and she says she's got a really bad backache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also thought that was
Mojo,
something
remember
worse.
The scene with Mojo, though, seeing her first?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you had a son. And she was like, I think you mean daughter, sister.
Oh, but she gaslit SMJ.
Yeah.
Like, badly gaslit her.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, Sister Monica Jones got dementia.
Yeah.
Like, even more than usual. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was like, this is... And I thought, Rosemary, just say you agree with her. Just say yeah. Like, don't correct her. Just agree.
But we now know it's because of the storyline.
Yeah, now we know it was a sensitive subject.
Also, like as if anyone's gonna be like, wait a minute, like you said you had a daughter first, but Sister Monica Jones says she remembers that she gave birth to a boy. Like as if anyone's gonna like come back and like give her a hard time about that, you know?
Because Sister Monica Jones got ill in this episode, which we'll talk about later. It did make us all think, oh, it was the start of her being ill, because we've seen her a lot of the times be poorly and get stuff wrong, haven't we?
Yeah. Also, I remember, I mean, it's not the same because I can remember my gran always we had a girl cat, and my gran was always like, oh, he's lovely. And we'd be like, it's a girl. And she'd be like, yeah, he's so nice. And I'm just like, she would constantly get the sex wrong. So I just feel like no one's...
Do you know why? She just didn't care. She was just like, I don't care if it's a girl or a boy, it's just cute, all right?
Yeah.
No one's gonna pick up on that and start spreading rumours about Rosemary.
Exactly right. But here's the other thing, and this is just a very small thing, but like, has anyone else, I didn't think about this for so long, but like in the first like 3 seasons of the show, Sister Monica Jones her dementia and Alzheimer's, whatever she has, is so bad. And then now for like the last like 8 years, we haven't even like heard about it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they never... do you know what? I wonder if, because in the books she was more... I don't know what the right word is.
Compos mentis?
No, that makes it sound like she's more together than she is.
Oh, so she wasn't together. She was worse.
In the books,
she was worse than she was.
Yeah. I wonder if they never imagined it was going to go for 12 seasons.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
and
like
kind
I
of
feel
used
like
all them stories up, and they're a bit like,
they were like, right.
people are sick of Mojo. My friend watches it and he hates it. He's like, oh, shut up, Mojo. So I think
know.
they're a
Well,
bit like,
this week she annoyed me again. I feel bad, but like I just like she was like
Hepatitis
always,
again?
huh?
She had hepatitis.
I know, but she was really making a meal out of it,
Jen
and it
was
was just
glad.
like, give it a break. Like we get it. I don't know. I had this thought earlier.
Making a meal of having hepatitis.
Well, it was like, I mean, it's not like it was a really serious illness, but like the thing that was annoying me was like, like I feel like sometimes the lady who plays Sister Monica Joan is just like, I am just gonna absolutely chew the scenery with this one. You know what I mean? And it was like, just kind of like the way that she was like, and I know I get it, but I don't know. My sympathy was low for her this week. I just didn't.
Well, hang on. Let's do Rosemary first, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, Rosemary.
So,
Okay.
Rosemary has a baby, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
I love the name of the kids as well. She had like a Roger, a Jean. I just absolutely loved it. A Rosemary.
Yeah.
So she had the baby in St. Cuthbert's. So we thought, oh, right, she's had the baby. Great. But she was crying and feeling so ill and like no energy, aching all over. And I thought, do you know what? I think I had hepatitis after I had my child.
Do I have hepatitis right now?
No appetite. Honestly, I genuinely thought, oh my God, I think I might have hepatitis when I watched this episode because I've been so tired.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, I think I have it right now. I think I
mean,
might need to go to my bed for several weeks and not touch
but I was genuinely like, did I have it after I had it? Hang on, it's been going on 8 years. Genuinely.
It could be.
Yeah.
This is like really, you're redefining postpartum right now with this diagnosis.
Yeah. And then they were like, oh, it's passed on through contact with feces. Bleh. No sharing towels, toothbrushes. Who shares toothbrushes? And no cooking for anyone. I thought, bloody great. That's all right. I'll bloody not cook for anyone. I'll do B&B. I'll be bloody ace.
Guys, I couldn't tell what her husband was up to until like literally the last scene with them. He was such like an undercover husband.
No, I only thought hepatitis was...
That's hepatitis C, I think you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, sexually transmitted disease?
Yeah. And then is it hepatitis B that's... Because you can get it through sharing needles.
Sheila's... Well, this is exactly where we think he's got it from the heroin. Because Sheila's trying to work out where she's got it from, who she's been in contact with, where the infection started.
But how did SMJ get it?
She got it from Rosemary. Do you remember when Rosemary went into labor? She was sat and Rosemary was basically gaslighting her, saying that she hadn't had a boy,
and they were they were like breathing the same air and everything, right?
Well, she was holding her hand and comforting her.
Okay, right.
And Rosemary had obviously not cleaned her hands properly after seeing Leon, but she was really defensive with I keep trying to call her Sister Bernadette with Sheila. And this is why I think we all thought maybe she was having an affair or the baby wasn't his or something, because she was so defensive over it. I haven't seen anyone. And then you hear about them running a B&B and you're like, you dirty, dirty girl. And then, well, she was a dirty girl, to be fair, because it was before she was married. So I'll
Well, she's like, we always said no secrets except for my really, really, really
massive
big one secret that I absolutely would always like never tell anyone, but like was really the only secret that ever actually mattered. Like nothing, you know what I mean? Like,
well, so she goes. So anyway, she's in her house and she sees Leon, right?
Yeah.
And Leon's out in the street. She's like, Leon, I'm so
sorry. No.
What?
So I needed to say this because there was a point earlier on in the story when she's got hepatitis. She's basically been we need to go back a bit. She's basically been told she can't go out. She can't feed, she can't breastfeed. She has to give the baby a bottle. She can't go out. She just wants to go. She keeps saying that she just wants to like push Jacqueline in her pram and show her off and stuff. Actually, sidebar, she probably just wants to try and see Leon again.
Yeah.
But then Leon separately has now been diagnosed with hepatitis. They're all puzzling at where she's caught it from. Yeah. Did you two put two and two together at that point?
No.
I didn't put it together until he went to the door.
Yeah, same.
I absolutely put it together.
Well done. I mean, you have seen it before, but...
No! That's not what... You two still didn't, and you've seen it twice.
I don't remember ever watching this episode.
You've bloody seen it before.
Honestly, as far as I was concerned, this was the first time I watched this. I know I've watched it before, but my brain was not loading it at all.
It was my deductive powers.
Okay,
Poirot. I think that's impressive.
So, she sees Leon from the window. She runs out the house, right? And Sheila comes up in her bike, and she's like, "What are you doing out the house?" But she didn't.
And I'd just be like, "Sheila, back off."
I don't want to talk about it.
And she's like, I was going to tell the family I was gonna tell them because he was like, you didn't tell anyone, and she was like, I had the baby and I've got hepatitis and I've been really poorly.
But the thing is, I don't want to overstate this, but he did have a quality of like kind of a jealous lover of like, when are you going to confess to your husband that like we've been seeing each other and like tell him that you're going to leave him? I was like, Leon, chill your beans, my dear. Now, what I did think was really harsh is if she's seen him and she knows what state he's in, why wouldn't she have like helped him out, like given him some money or something so that he could like maybe stay in a hotel or I don't know, like a DOS house, whatever, like somewhere that he wasn't just gonna be like out on the street. That did feel a bit like
well,
like a bit
we don't know the time, like because of the baby, she literally like, and also she probably didn't have the money on her to give him. He's probably in his arm right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think she was planning on seeing him a lot quicker, but then obviously went into labour that day. So it was my son. So she tells Sheila that it was a son, right? And Mojo bloody remembered right. And I was like, yes, Mojo, that is actually well annoying that you did that to her. And then she's like, Arthur, we need to talk. And then she was like, and Sheila was like, I'm going to go now. And those cream cakes, can I just say the family bringing the cream cakes? I thought, that is, I need to have 5 kids who bring me cream cakes. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, do you know what? Arthur was so lovely about it.
He really was. I put that Arthur's lovely. Arthur was so lovely. He brought a heroin addict into the family home. Share things with
him. Do you know what though? In those days, there wouldn't be the support to kick his habit.
There also wouldn't be the stigma of the heroin because I don't think anyone really understood about it or knew about it.
Oh, I think drug abuse would have been definitely stigmatized big time, yeah.
Yeah, but I also don't think there would have been.
You think it would have been as prevalent?
No, and I also don't think it would have been, people would have known about it as much. Do you know what I mean? Like if you don't know about that kind of thing, how is that housewife and house husband, not house husband, but you know what I mean? How are they going to know about heroin? It's not on the telly. It's not on Grange Hill. Just say no. Do you know what I mean? There's no big campaign about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. I think there would have been. Now, I mean, if he could have cleaned it up and not been that way, but like, I think, yeah, I don't know. I think there's more stigma at that time.
Well, we'll hope. This is what we're going to say. That he cleaned his act up, got rid of his hepatitis, washed his hands properly while he lived there, and they all lived happily ever after, and he was working in the family business.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope that's true too, because honestly, I felt very dubious about that young man coming into their house. Yeah.
I saw that carpet shop and I was like, oh.
That one, this storyline to me felt like some of the other ones where it's like you're introducing a lot of extremely complicated elements at once, and we're just gonna act like everything is just fine. Like it's just going to be just totally fine. Like this is a person in really serious, painful, active addiction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a person like, I mean, rehab is like step 1. Like,
yeah, but Jen, he had a terrible childhood because his mum didn't abandon it. Now his mum wants him, so it's fine now. Fixed it. Done.
Reunited, she gave him a hug. You know what I thought when they hugged? I was like, oh no, ma'am, you're resetting the clock to 0 because
that's what I thought for hepatitis.
Like, you're gonna be back in the thing of
yeah.
I was like, don't hug that boy.
It's gonna be
that was your takeaway from it.
Also, I didn't think they've got the room for him because they run a B&B.
Now that actually did did make sense.
So maybe they didn't have a carpet shop.
They run a B&B on top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a side business, remember?
Yeah.
Because Dr. Turner says, like, well, listen, like, I'm sorry that you're going to have to, like, turn them all away, but they can't stay here. Like, you're going to have to kick them out.
Right. While we're on this hepatitis jive, don't know what I'm saying. Mojo, let's talk about Mojo. The fact that she wasn't eating. She wouldn't go to Compline, right? Now, Sister Julienne, this made me lol. Sister Julienne, I thought she was being provocative when she refused Compline. I refuse to be provoked. Like, they have to say to us what provocative means. Like, it's not this weird... Like, I just thought, do you think she's sexy when you're saying that, mate? Like, why did you have to explain? I refuse to be provoked.
I feel like if you're watching Call The Midwife, you have enough mastery of the English language to be able to determine what provocative means in that context.
Why have you explained it to us afterwards? We didn't think you thought she was attractive, mate. Like,
but like she was like raising like the hem of her like nun outfit, and she was like dun 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 dun,
yeah.
Boop, 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 like she was trying to do something sexy or whatever. Yeah, I will say what I found frustrating about it was she did kind of annoy me while she was sick, but then also something I thought about today because I watched this last night. I feel like they don't know what to do with Sister Monica Joan unless she's like ill or like annoying someone. You know what I mean? I feel like they have a real problem like giving her a storyline that actually has a kind of a point. I'm sorry to say.
But also last week we had this thing where she was like, "Oh, we'll listen to you more. We'll take more care of you and make sure." She got ill and no one noticed, so they weren't taking care of her. They were still ignoring her. So
Yeah,
it's just,
exactly.
But
yeah,
I think she's in her 80s, living in it's a hard place that she's living. It's not
Yeah,
like she's in
like the comforts
suburbia.
of.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I think she would be ill all the time.
Well,
yeah. It's
also
not got
she would
beautiful
be.
Li-
quality of air, has it?
Nonata's house is going to be drafty.
I mean, the thing is, she
Yeah.
really should be at the mother house because it's like a respite place, like down by
And
the
it's got
seaside
sea
and everything.
air.
I know, which is so restorative. But the thing is, too, is that they keep saying like Dr. Turner says like probably 2 times at least. He's like, they're like, what do you think the prognosis is, doctor? He's like, honestly, not good. Like hepatitis at her age, like the way she is. Oh,
Well,
I don't think this is gonna work out, you
Nurse
know?
Crane said to Sister Veronica, we both know the percentages are not on her side.
Yeah, and they made it sound like so dire, like she was really, really, really gonna die, and it's like, but then I guess next week she's fine or something. She like
Well,
bounces
to be
back. I don't
fair,
know.
she hasn't actually fully recovered, has she? So
No.
she keeps
Mm-mm.
saying she wants to go home and stuff. And Cyril, I did like Cyril coming to see his friend. I thought,
Oh my
I bet that
God.
Jen that wants that to be here. I came to see
Ugh.
my friend, and then she's like, my friend has come home, and it did calm. It did seem to, she went to sleep
And
quite easy,
they did
as you
say
would.
before Cyril walked in, like she's not making a lot of sense, but then she did know Cyril.
Yeah.
Well, she often doesn't really make a lot of sense anyway, like even on a good day. But like
Oh,
it,
Jen has got no sympathy
Yeah, you've got
today.
no chill for.
I'm no, I'm sorry. This one was a tough one. I just was not vibing with this for her today. I would like it. Sometimes I honestly I felt more sympathy for her getting gaslit by I already forgot
Rosemary.
Rosemary than all this, weeping and wailing that she was doing in bed. I don't know, it
Oh
just kind of
no, she was
annoyed
ill.
me.
I think you're being really cruel.
I am being really cruel.
And
I'll
I'm
own it.
never
I'll
getting
own
ill
it.
near you.
But I will say this, I was so my heart absolutely like burst times a million when Cyril was like, I came to see my old friend. And then he sat with her. I thought, oh my God, like the soul of compassion. This is why I need to be with a man like this, because that is the kind of reset that would take me out of my own like pettiness and help me do better in the world. I don't have a lot of hope I'm gonna meet a man like that, but pray for me,
No, I
girls.
was
I'm
about to say they
praying.
don't exist, but I will
But
say my husband.
become a God botherer so that I can
Yeah.
find this man.
Yeah, fine. I think my husband today has been like, because I'm in a right mood. You can't tell from how fantastic I but he's saying we're having apple crumble and custard for tea, and that is the kind of husband I want in this world. So,
Absolutely. Much
I've got
well deserved.
I've got bread and butter pudding.
oh, lovely. You haven't come with custard?
Oh,
No, I've got cream.
Oh, I mean, cream's nice, but custard.
Not for bread and butter pudding.
I mean, I don't have bread and butter pudding. It's got egg in it, hasn't it?
isn't bread and
Yeah.
butter pudding already pretty much very custardy anyway?
Yeah. So you
Oh,
wouldn't
see,
have
I'm not allowed. I don't have it, do I?
But I tell you what, I make my bread and butter pudding with brioche bread.
Oh,
Again,
that's the nice
enriched
way.
bread with egg. So
But
again,
wait, how do you have custard with no egg?
it's doesn't have egg in it. Most of the condensed, like the ones that are already made, unless it's a really posh one, don't have egg.
She's having
Oh.
cheap custard, basically.
No, I think you'll find the
Oh.
original custard guy did it because his wife didn't have egg.
Um,
Oh.
So
Is
Bird's
that
custard is
is that
because his wife was allergic to egg.
Oh, so custard powder is
Yeah.
not no
But
egg in
now the
there.
ones they make in the thing, they don't have egg in.
Have you got something on your
Oh,
hand?
okay.
You are.
Hold your hand up. Oh, it's a ring.
It's my migraine ring.
Ah.
It's really
Oh.
good. Apart from the fact that I had a migraine yesterday, I wasn't bloody wearing it though, was I? But it's honestly, since I've had this ring, I've had so many less migraines. I had
What
one
is
yesterday,
it?
guys, hence the mood.
But
What
how
it
does it stop you having migraines?
Yeah,
Like
that's my
magnetic.
question.
It's like magnetic stuff.
Oh.
It's genuinely
Whoa.
really good. It's honestly when I've been hormonal and stuff, I haven't had migraines and I've been like really
It's like
shocked because
kryptonite.
I would have had like I think 5 or 6 in this time. I've had one.
So it cuts it back that much just from like a
Yeah, I
magnet.
genuinely very much recommend it. I've got my dad one actually because he keeps getting headaches, so he's going to see
How
how he gets on.
did a doctor tell you about that, or did you just find it like online or
No, I found
something?
it online, but I used to have when I was younger, I had terrible migraines all the time, and I had this thing called Impulse, which was like this magnetic wave thing that I had, and it
Yeah.
really helped me for during my GCSEs and stuff because we were worried about my exams because I was genuinely just constantly being sick with headaches for like 3 days at a time, and it was
Yeah.
like multiple times a month. So that really worked for me. So I saw about the magnetic properties of it, and it's called Silvori. It was about 30 quid. Genuinely, really good. Anyway, that's by the bag.
That's
There's
amazing.
other rings available, but
Wait a
yeah.
minute, girls. Can I just ask a quick question? Have either one of you seen anything on social media about these vibration plates that you can stand on and they like shake your
Yeah,
body?
yeah. I've been at my mum's got one.
Is that good? Is it
Yeah, they are.
real?
Yeah, they're real. They're pretty good.
I mean,
You've
I
got to
know
do
they're
all the
real, but
exercise and
like,
stuff with them, But yeah, no, they are good.
What are they supposed to do for you? Because I see you using them. They're like, this has changed my life. I'm like, but I don't get what it does.
Well, no, they don't change your life.
Like, it just looks like it
supposed to firm you up a little bit.
It shakes you up.
Yeah, it's like firms you up a little bit, but it's like good for your, not sciatic health, like circulation and things like that.
Do you have to like tense yourself while you're on them?
You can. There's lots of different exercises you're supposed to do while you're on them to give you better benefits.
How does your mom use it?
She does exercises on it.
Does she stand on it?
Yeah. You can sit on it. You can lie on it. No, it's good.
Oh my God, I wonder if I should get my mom one.
They are good for health benefits. They're supposed to really help. It's like helping you. I want to say like drainage, but that sounds like a garden.
Well,
like lymphatic drainage kind of thing. Like it's good for that kind of thing.
Yeah, so that you're not like retaining water and fluid. Yes, water retention, bloating and everything. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm really sad about today? Diane Keaton dying.
Oh, we watched Father of the Bride before because of that.
Oh, I want to watch First Wives Club again.
Bride, so we watched Nina. We watched Father of the Bride in tribute.
Oh my God. I'm going to watch Baby. I love the film Baby Boom.
Baby Boom is so good. Oh my God, it's so good.
We watched it the other week. Me and Bob, she loved it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want the bad thing to happen that causes the plot of that movie to exist, but at the same time, like, that is such an idyllic life that she leads in that movie. And like, what's the guy in the movie that's with her?
That's why I want to find a baby, Jen.
Oh my God, I know, but this is the thing, Beck. She like moves to the country and she like starts just making jam, and then she meets like a hot doctor.
Yeah, no, he's a vet, isn't he?
Is he a vet or
he's the vet?
I thought he was a pediatrician.
I think he's probably both.
She thought he was the vet,
but what?
She thought he was the doctor, and she bears her soul to him. But it turns out he's the vet. She's like next door to a horse or a cow or something.
Oh, but she thinks he's a doctor, like a human doctor. Oh, but he's still so hot. Who's the guy in that? I watched it. I can't remember. It's somebody that like I think of it. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna say. But anyways,
isn't it the guy who was the fiance in?
He's from Ghostbusters.
It's like, who's I want to say it's Sam Rockwell, but it's not Sam Rockwell.
Sam Shepard.
Sam Shepard. Yeah.
The guy,
oh my God.
Her fiance at the start is from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's Harold Ramis, who the Eagle Spengler. Yeah.
I know.
Also, I saw there was a couple, a gay guy found a baby on a subway in New York. This is like 20 years ago, and then they got to keep it, and him and his husband like adopted the baby they found.
It was no one. Okay. Yeah.
So that's why I want to find a baby.
I mean, listen.
I mean, you could just adopt. Do it legally. Do you know what I mean?
But what if you? But like, she wants to find one in the wild, though, Al. Like,
I just want to find one. And be like, what's that noise?
I know.
Then discover
it's like, wow. Oh, but you know what else I want to watch?
I don't mind if I find kittens either.
Oh, I don't want to find a cat. I'd be happy finding a puppy.
Next to me right now.
Oh, is that pumpkin or Parmesan? Parmesan. I'll tell you what other movie that I really want to watch, and also another iconic love interest, ex-love interest because of it. First Wives Club. In that movie, she's married. Wait, is it her or Goldie Hawn that's married to Victor Garber? One of them is married to Victor Garber. I can't remember which one. Yeah, I've like been seeing all these clips of the final scene in that movie where they're singing "What's this? You Don't Own Me." What is it, Diane something?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I really gotta rewatch that movie. That's so good.
Goldie Hawn was married to him, I think, in it.
No, Goldie Hawn was married to the guy who was like the TV salesman that dated Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
And Goldie Hawn was married. Was Goldie Hawn married to Victor Garber, or was Goldie Hawn married to that other guy who was like a Hollywood producer?
No, because Victor Garber was the Hollywood producer in it, wasn't he?
Yeah. Who was Diane Keaton's husband in that movie? Wait, hold up.
Stephen Collins. Aaron Paradis. Yeah.
Who's that though? Who's Stephen Collins?
I don't know.
Wait,
I don't think I've seen First Wives Club.
Oh, it's really
my
good.
God, it's so.
I think it's on Prime as well.
Oh my God, he's the dad from Seventh Heaven. I'm not going to say anything, but he turned out to be a real creepo. Yeah. That guy.
We don't have Seventh Heaven.
Oh, I don't know. Well, anyways, yeah. Oh, and Stockard Channing is in this. Oh my God, Maggie Smith was in this too.
Yeah, she was. Oh. Anyway, should we get back to?
That was a big loss, you guys. Diane Keaton.
It was. I'm really sad about her.
Yeah, I
also, Steve Martin did such a lovely tribute to her.
She doesn't seem old enough.
I know, 79.
I actually read her autobiography, and it was really interesting. Like
her children were called Dexter and Duke, and Dexter was a girl.
And she was a single mom. She adopted as a single mom.
Yeah.
She didn't
when she was 50.
Did she adopt or did she find them?
Just found them in the wild. But she always said that the biggest love of her life was Jack Nicholson, but like they couldn't make it work.
I thought she was a lesbian.
I don't think so. Wait, do you guys remember her iconic outfit from the Oscars where she wore like heeled sandals and like socks? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Mm.
And she also wanted to top hat as well. Yeah, bowler hat.
Well, the bowler hat was, yeah, that like, well, the whole Annie Hall thing was like truly like so
Do you know what? When I was
groundbreaking.
in my early teens, I used to wear a hat.
Did you do a magician's act? Or?
Wait, you just wore a hat? What kind of hat?
Like a bowler hat, but with a bigger brim.
They were in then.
I just used to wear it. Like if we were going shopping for the day, I'd have my hat on.
Oh my gosh.
I wish our listeners could see Alex's face.
Oh, do you guys?
Anyway.
Oh, wait, did you guys never got the show Blossom? Did you?
Yeah,
that's what I look like.
Because that's what her whole thing was. She had a hat every time. Yeah, it was like a whole thing.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
Oh
Right,
my
shall we get
God.
back to Call the Midwife?
No, because we're about to run out of time.
Well, no, that's why I was going to say it and then pause it.
Oh,
then.
okay. No.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is very sad about Diane Keaton, but you know, R.I.P. We are a fan on this podcast. Anyway,
She's a
so let's
legend.
talk. Yes, she was. So, Mrs. Imelda O'Connor, she lives in a caravan, right? What? Oh, do you know? I just felt for her. Just what a horrible. She's got baby Paul, who's like 2, if that is he.
Yeah, she did have the caravan decked out lovely.
She did, but it's it's still a caravan. Heavy.
Yeah,
pregnant.
it's still...
Baby Paul was the most chilled out baby I've ever seen on
It
in
really
history.
was. The husband, guys, quite into the husband. Not gonna lie.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah. Maurice,
You
he's
know-
on the housing list.
Her husband was lovely. I loved her beaded curtain in her doorway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's the way she was like. So basically, Nancy was like, "You can't have the baby here. Basically, you can't have the baby in a caravan. You're gonna have to think about going into the maternity home." She was like, "I don't." She's really saying she does not want to go to the hospital. She had a really bad experience in hospital, and whilst
I love how they slagged off English butter and they said Irish butter so much better.
I mean, it is though. They tried Irish butter.
Yes, I have. And
Yeah.
I agree with them.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what Irish butter have you tried? Like Kerrygold?
I've been in Ireland and had Irish butter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was like that time we went.
It was like the bread with butter and
Yeah,
salt.
it was genuinely delicious. So
Mm.
it's like they keep the good stuff for themselves, like the Guinness as well. Keep the good stuff for themselves. So anyway, so she's like basically saying you're not allowed to give birth in the caravan. You've got to have to get on the house. She's like, we're on the housing list anyway. So it's like this whole list, not list. There's this whole kind of rush.
Yeah, so there's a time crunch.
And like
Also,
the baby's like a week away.
well, also they've only got a week left in the caravan.
Yes, that's why.
Because the
I knew there was a week.
caravan
I've
is
written
on a
week, and I thought, how does she know the baby's a week away?
Yeah. And I was thinking that they'd just put the caravan on a vacant site. And I
Yeah.
was like, they'd never get away with that these days. But no, they were renting it off somebody.
Yeah. And basically she's like, right, I think if I go to the housing office with you, housing queue, they'll see I'm pregnant and that might rush us along a bit. So she does that. It was not the best thing to do because the caravan was gone when they came back.
Yeah. Also, it's such such a bad system for a housing crisis.
Yeah.
Making people queue up.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
So
then
it's
like,
that.
first
Okay, yeah.
come, first serve.
yeah. And the thing is though, if none of them got houses, you think people would just be queuing all night.
Well, I will say this. I thought the same actually. I was like, why don't you just like sit outside of there and just wait
Yeah.
all night long?
Yeah.
But the other thing that I thought was actually helpful because unfortunately there isn't enough, oftentimes there's not enough supply to meet the demand, right? But the
Yeah.
thing is that when Matthew goes to the housing planning committee meeting or
Yeah.
whatever, and he starts I just love Matthew when he gets into these like things or whatever when he gets on his high horse about stuff, which I'm all for the high horse in this. I don't say that in a mean way at all, but he says something and then the guy's like, excuse me, new business will be discussed at the new business time during the agenda, and he's like, actually no, it won't be discussed then, it'll be discussed now, and then he goes off, but he says
The stultifying bureaucracy.
and Violet is on the council, which was like such an interesting thing. But then he says, why would we knock down all these buildings if we didn't have someplace to put these people? And I mean, I know that there's been policy, and I don't know all the details, but I mean, the thing is you have to build the new stuff and then transition them into the new stuff before you can tear down all the old stuff. And actually it seemed like the council was doing it, but this I think highlighted the historical context, which is that there was often not enough true new housing.
And as Matthew said, a total lack of urgency in this committee.
Yes, exactly. I just love when he like just blasts the old guard. I think it's so great.
Stultifying bureaucracy is why we have this housing crisis in Poplar. Called
Absolutely.
stultifying. Love it. I'm going to use
I
that in everyday
know.
life now.
It's such a good, yeah, it's so illustrative, but like I mean you can see the frustration. And I will say what I found actually odd about it was that they go to the housing office, they don't get in because there's
Yeah.
not enough room or whatever. And then they go back to the caravan and someone's like put their stuff out on the street, but then taking the caravan away. I'm like that again, I know this is a really small point, but I'm like, well, that never would have happened. They just would have towed the whole thing. But like
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, I know
true.
that's like, and then they're
So
like walking around with
so
all their
Maurice,
stuff.
I like him. He found an abandoned house, right? And she's like, "What's that smell?" And he's like, "The plumbing." Like, and you're like, bleh.
Well, it's
So
just been boarded up, and she says it's been condemned, but he's like, they've only boarded it up a week ago. Like, it's going to take, we've got time.
yeah, yeah,
And they just need a roof over their heads.
The thing is,
yeah,
a week ain't gonna cut it, y'all. It's
yeah.
not.
Well, no, it's just an
It's
absolute
not a
desperate
week.
situation. And Nancy, in
It's
the
I mean,
meantime, is
horrible. It's
talking to
horrible.
Trixie, saying how she's worried she's frightened her off, saying, about the fact that she has to have the baby in hospital, not in
Yeah.
hospital, in the maternity home. And she's like, no, 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 that wouldn't have frightened it. Like, you can't just lie to her to try and get her on your side. She won't be able to have a baby in a caravan. So
Yeah.
anyway, they go into this abandoned building, and then someone sees, like the landlord or whoever, sees that the lock has been forced, so they can see
Mm-hmm.
someone's in there. I can hear someone in there. So the police come.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this, right? The police came, and he was holding the door, being like, quiet, quiet. And she starts to go into labor. At that point, I'd have been like, guys, I'm in labor. The police would have helped and got her out. And
No,
Well,
no,
go ahead,
Alex.
Bex.
why?
Because so yes, she has gone into labour at that point, but even when they've gone and Maurice says, like, we need to get help, like, you can't give birth alone, she says, like, they know they can't stay in that building.
Mm-hmm.
And she says they're going to take Paul off us. We're not going to all be able to stay together. They're going to take the baby off us. So that's the reason why she doesn't just shout out that she's
If
in
she'd have
labour.
actually shout out and said she'd gone to labour, she'd have got to Nana's house, and the same thing would have happened anyway. They'd have helped Paul and done all that.
No, but she
Uh,
thinks they're going to take Paul. She says they're going to take Paul off her and they're going to take the baby off her.
which I
Well,
mean, she's right because they actually do that. And I'm not saying that that's a wrong
I
decision,
mean,
but I mean, she is right about it.
Paul does immediately go into foster care.
Mm-hmm.
which
Do
is
they
the
get
right
a
thing.
house?
They will. They
Huh?
never. At the end, they get a place for her and the baby and Paul,
At like a
and
shelter, and
but
then the
it's
dad
only for
has to
her.
go stay across town.
But
But
he's
he's
already
like,
got a job across town anyway, so he's
but
like, "I'll do that, save some money, and then by the time we get back, I'll have
Yeah.
saved money a deposit for a flat anyway."
yeah.
So, I mean, like,
But we
she's, well, I'm in two minds here because Morris is like, it doesn't matter if something happens to you while you're having the baby, none of this matters,
Yeah.
which is very true.
And so she decides to have the baby there and then. Can I just say, this is so off the point. How do we think we were spelling Maurice? Was it Maurice or was it Morris? All was going through my head the whole way through.
I've gone Maurice.
Same.
Well, and you know from earlier characters named Morris that to me Maurice is Maurice, but yeah,
Anyway, so she
that's
has
me.
this baby and
But
she's like, I can
wait,
feel the head. And I'm like, bleh.
but here's the thing. If she had said something when the police were there, the only thing I could guess would be different is that the police would have arrested for trespassing because the police are still so like horrible and punitive at this point. Whereas
Right,
because
fair.
he was able to hold them off, now I still think she shouldn't have not done what she did, but he
She would have.
once she started giving birth, once she started being in like really active labor, that's when I would have been like, okay, go get the Nanadans and like say that to them, because they
Yeah.
would have still helped. But I just feel so bad that she had to go through literally like pulling her own baby out of her, like, which was
Ugh.
absolutely
It was
like
so
horrifying.
graphic.
And then just they're like, I mean, like then just basically being ill for the next like 24 to 48 hours while
Well,
she's
do you
like
know the
just
scene that
laying
got
there.
me? The scene that got me was like just after she'd given birth, and her and her husband Maurice were like really happy looking, like, oh, lovely. And I just thought, no, even I don't care about the miracle of childbirth and all this stuff. Like, you've literally it's the most traumatizing thing you've just done on your own. This
Well, and
baby's
she
come
said,
out, you don't know if they're healthy, and you're looking dead happy. I thought you wouldn't be that happy. Sorry, you'd be panicking. You'd be like, oh Christ, look at the situation we're in. It's even worse now.
Well, also,
Wait,
you're
I need
tying
to
her
say,
umbilical cord with a dirty string from God knows where and then wrapping it in
but
that like brown towel. I was like not for that. I'm
at
sorry.
least they did tie it off. But anyway, I've just got a note that said Maurice talked so much sense when he was like, we need to get help. He should have gone and got the Nanartans.
Yeah.
The thing
And
is,
if she'd have shouted out to the police, like she already had a fear of hospitals, they wouldn't have cared that she didn't want to give birth in a hospital.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
where they would have taken her.
well, but guys, that because she has to be in a safe place to give birth. Like, where else is she gonna go? Like, I
A
get,
dirty
I,
floor and an abandoned house.
I just I feel so much for this family because they are truly struggling and like we all know that there are frankly way too many people who are still in this kind of dire straits today, which is a on crime in our current modern first world countries that we all live in. But the thing is all of her fears that she had were all what did have to happen because there was no plan B, unfortunately, for this family. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
didn't have a home to be able to give birth in. He didn't have an income. He didn't have blah 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 blah.
And they were
Like if
saying he was brought here because of the work. So he was here because he's been brought
he
here to
thought,
kind of knock these houses down and stuff. But he
yeah, and
hasn't had the foresight to get actual places for these people to live, these families to come when they actually wanted them here to help with
no.
getting the stuff down.
And no shade to them, but I mean they clearly whatever their plan was when they came to Ireland, it didn't work out and they didn't have savings. They didn't have money that they could, use at that point to
But he
have
had a job,
housing.
so they probably didn't think they'd need that. They probably thought because he has a job, they'd be able to get housing and be fine.
And I mean and rightly so. I mean, but the thing that's also like the tension of this too, which is really hard, is that, they clearly need the welfare state in order to be able to survive and like actually for her to like literally live. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's the welfare state that they seem to be like not in a bad way, but that they're also pushing against because she's like, well, don't call, them and don't do this, don't do that,
Mm.
like I don't want them to separate us. It's like, okay, I get that you don't want that, but the thing is, you guys are in a situation where you're not able to take care of yourselves the way that you want to right now. Like you
Yeah.
do need interventive care, and that includes not having your little 2-year-old just sitting on like a dirty mat in an abandoned building that could get knocked down or fall over any moment. You know what I mean?
Even though
Like,
he was pretty happy. So anyway, so she's
well,
still
yeah, he was the
bleeding.
most
She's
placid
bright
child
bloody
on
red.
earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's still bleeding bright red. So the dad goes to Nonata's house and he's like, "This can't carry on. We need to get some help." So he goes to get some help. Nancy's like, "Your baby's really cold. You need to put your baby right next to you. We need to come and sell you." So Nancy basically sorts her out, puts her in the maternity home, and then we've spoken about this fact that she actually then gets a place in a hostel for her and the baby and all that kind of stuff. And
Well,
then
she said, "Do you want to say goodbye to whatever the little baby's name is, like the
Paul,
boy?" And he's like, "Well, where's she going?" And can't he stay here with me? It's like, no, he can't. Sorry, no.
I
Like,
will say though, Nancy was really good because Nancy was like, my daughter's looked after a foster family. They're lovely, and that really did help Imelda because she was like,
Yeah.
yes, that
she
was
knew
great.
it's just temporary until you can get out and go to this thing because they do get a replace for that, and that was all sorted, which is great. And
Wait, quick
also
question,
in
girls. Does Colette know that Nancy's her mom now or no?
yes,
I can't
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
She
we had a
does
big
think.
thing, yeah.
Oh, okay, she does.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Okay.
And
And
Nancy in the meantime has been asking Matthew for help with them as well.
I do really feel for Imelda because she's so hormonal having just given birth and then she's got to like put a 2-year-old into foster care.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
and
a
ill.
horrible,
It's
it's a
awful. It's
horrible
no one would want
situation.
that.
No, it's a terrible situation. Like,
I
it's
mean, it's better
horrible.
than the boy going with his dad to a homeless shelter for men. Like Nancy was
Mm.
like, you would not want him there. Like you can't, even if he
You
could be
you
there, you would
literally
not want
don't.
him there.
You
Yeah.
you you yeah, you cannot have men and children in the same space. No.
And I really felt for Maurice because like I think he says at one point, like, I'm supposed to like provide for us. Like I do really feel for him.
Yeah, and he was. And that's the thing though. He had a job. It wasn't like he was unstable. There was just not the housing for them.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have a job at the first part of the episode.
Well, no, that's why he came over, wasn't it? They got him to do it. So I think he was just in between. Like there was just
Yeah, but
in
he was
between a job.
unemployed like
Yeah.
at the time and then he found a job that he could work while he was
Yeah.
well, they were in the shelter together as a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
Oh.
Matthew and Trixie meeting in a cafe in Poplar. Like I'm a bit like, surely they'd meet somewhere a bit more salubrious.
Ooh, what do you
But
mean by that?
Just somewhere a
Like
bit nicer.
fancier?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
I
anyway, so
know,
he
but
was
she's
complaining about meeting with solicitors because he's got a lot of red tape to do with his dad dying. And he was
yeah.
like, the only thing, she was like, if you want to postpone, you can. He's like, the only thing I'm not worried about is marrying you. It's the only thing keeping me going. My father thought the world of you, and I can't think of more fitting tribute, right? Now, yeah, absolutely gorgeous, lovely. We're all excited about the wedding, let's be honest. But also, do you think this is kind of like the start of the storyline that we know is coming?
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. And actually, it even got foreshadowed a little bit. Was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Anyway, the couple previous episodes when the
Yeah.
dad says to him, "You're a lawyer. You've never really worked like done hard work. You don't know how to run a business. You don't know how to manage money. Like, you have all this compassion. You're gonna like just throw cash at every problem. Like, you're never gonna be able to like keep this thing together." He doesn't say it that much, but like, and I start to
And
wonder if Matt's in a position to be a
also Matthew, I
businessman.
mean, it is very how it would be. Matthew's very like, I don't really care what's at the wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care for planning it. Why would I be involved?
Well,
I
it's
mean,
it's just the most like
Yeah.
cliched like guy response of like just show me where to what to wear and like I'll be there. I mean he
I
just is
remember
so
my
very.
friend got married and her husband was so involved in every decision. It was really annoying her. She was just like, why do you want that? Like, just shut up. Why are you so involved? Why do you care? Like, it was just annoying her every step of the way. He had an opinion on something. And she was like, oh. Can we talk about Benny's Dairy? I
Yeah.
loved how proud Sister Veronica was of herself. It was basically sorting out a load of free powdered milk and condensed milk for all people of Poplar in exchange for a competition. So it just got there. They had a banner up. She was just so like the cat who got the cream. She was so self-congratulatory, but was trying to pretend that she wasn't, but she well was. I really thought that was brilliant acting. But then the photographer broke down, and we all knew what was going to happen, didn't we? We all
Absolutely we did. Yeah.
yeah. Straight away, Phyllis to the rescue. I flaming loved the montage of photos. Absolutely inject it in my veins.
Well, and
Loved
isn't
it.
it
That Bend Me,
isn't it
Shape Me Any Way You Want Me song to all these happy families. Absolutely loved it.
and isn't it just so convenient that Phyllis had exactly enough film to be able to take a picture or two of everyone in Poplar? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
And also then
adorable.
extra for Colette and Nancy because
Oh,
Nancy was like, we're
She
not a
had to finish
family.
the
She's like,
role.
you are a family.
and poor Nancy for being like not feeling as if they fell into any
I'm
category.
kind of
Well, it's
shocked that
because they
she
don't
had that
live
opinion
together.
though.
Yeah, but that's because we know what's coming up. She's like, it's because we don't live together. And it's like, oh, you are a family. You're more family than I've ever, oh, I've never known a family more like you. But it's because you know that they're going to be moving it, Colette in. So it's just basically a segue into having Colette move in,
My
basically.
mom and I were watching this episode and she was like, wait a minute, they don't live together? And I was like, no,
Yeah.
no, no, mom, that's later on. And she was like, oh,
Wait,
okay, well,
does Colette move into the nurse's house?
Yeah, it's a
but
big
not
thing.
not totally, Bex. Remember? Do you remember what happens?
No.
Well, clearly not.
And then she'll watch an episode and be like, I knew that was going to happen. Look at me. And I'm like, you've seen them before. But I like the
No, the
Shars
milk
who
thing
won. Did
was
you see
very
the
cute.
photo that won the Shars? It was absolutely chaotic. I absolutely loved it.
It was great. It was great. And then how Sister Veronica was like arranging the milk so that it looked, the most like prominent and everything. But I liked her comment because she's like, well, if you don't ask, you never know what you could get?
Oh no, I was
And
absolutely for it. Loved it.
oh, it was amazing. It was
It
amazing.
was
I will
mutually
say
beneficial.
the idea of drinking or not drinking, the idea of having like a bowl of cereal with like evaporated milk on it doesn't, to my like modern, like very, very privileged palate, doesn't really sound
My
that great,
husband
but
has just started having coffee mate with his, and I'm like, we've got fresh milk, and he's like, no, I like it. I'm like, oh.
oh my God, there's like 80,000 of those. The grocery store is literally filled right now with every single pumpkin spice thing you could
Yeah.
have. I was at the grocery store, like I grocery shop on Sundays and I was there earlier this morning and I swear to God they were selling sweet cinnamon pistachios. I was just like, you cannot, we are not, we're just doing everything pumpkin
I don't
spice. Like
think pumpkin spice is as big a thing here, is it?
It's
it
starting
can't
to be
be.
like, where
Oh my
Starbucks and
God.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I
Let's be
mean,
honest, it's gonna be soon. Anything that's big in America turns big
ugh.
here. Like anything.
Oh
Hopefully
my
not Trump,
God.
but
Just, I mean, I don't actually have any problem with pumpkin spice anything. I don't particularly care about it one way or the other, but like the absolute ubiquity of it is unrelenting in this country. From like now until, I don't know, Thanksgiving, basically. It's just gonna, I mean, I guess after a while it just starts to turn into like fall, everything.
see, I love this season because we've got
Oh,
although bonfire night, I'm out this year, girls. I'm actually out on bonfire night
you're gonna
with my
be like
Where
friends.
out on
are
the
you?
town?
I'm watching Five in concert, guys.
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh
I
get
my
can't wait.
gosh. Take me
I'll be getting
back.
down. I'm going with the girls from school. Can't wait. Can't wait. We've got hotels in Liverpool. I can't tell you how much I cannot wait for this.
Are all five, I mean, sorry to be
All the
dumb,
five.
but like all
All
five of them are
five.
going to be there.
Jay from Five is going to be there. I might have a sign
Wow,
with my
wow.
phone number on.
They're out of retirement. Oh my God. Oh
All
my
you
five
God.
of
probably
them.
see good fireworks in Liverpool.
Yeah, probably will. But obviously, I'm not here for the local one, which normally would be
No.
for Bob's. But anyway, although a year to the day, November the 6th, actually, so a year was when I had my knee.
The surgery?
Wait.
Yeah, ACL was the November the 6th.
You had your surgery a year ago?
Yeah, well, nearly, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to start doing I've been doing
Wow.
classes. I went to a rock fit class the other day, doing aerobics to Deftones, and
Oh.
it was weird, but quite liked it. I like doing it to the music. The moves are weird, but I'm going to try it again and see how it is. But I'm doing really well. I'm going to meet me Phyllis moves soon. I
Oh
need to
yeah,
get
yeah.
the
We have to
book
start
somewhere.
that. We have to
Yeah,
decide when we're going to
I'm
start that.
100% doing it, guys. I'm 100% doing it.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
So wait,
speaking of Phyllis, she
how
was
much
worried. Oh, go on.
how much do you feel back to 100 with the knee?
95. They said it takes like 12 to 18 months to feel normal again. I've got to do
That's
loads of exercises
amazing.
still. Yeah. So I'm doing really well.
Wow.
I'm still
Okay.
can't 100% kneel like I could. But anyway, that's by the by. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Phyllis worrying what to wear for Trixie's society wedding. And I'd be like, same. I like the way that Sister Julianne, she was a bit of a bit part this week. But she was like, oh, can we wear nuns' habits? Well, of course. She's not going to rip them off. You know what I mean?
Like she's not going to expect you to turn up. Is formal wear the equivalent of black tie nowadays?
That's what I got from it.
I mean, you're asking me. Like, I have no bloody clue. You're
I think
from the
he's going to
50s.
be, I think if I remember it correctly, he's going to be in like a morning coat and everything, which is right.
I mean, we'll
I
see.
hate them cravats that grooms wear.
Oh, I know. I think they're
Awful.
bad.
Why would you want your husband to wear? Blech.
But you know what I also think is even worse, and like no shade to anyone who does this because we're all doing the best we can. But when you like rent a tuxedo, and so it's kind of a generic thing, and it's whatever. The cravats that I've seen that are like just the generic cravats that are kind of just all like like they make 1,000 of them and whatever. They just have a very kind of cheapy, limp, just bad. I just don't like it. If you're it.
I always feel bad for
I find it really off-putting. I find it really
brides
off-putting.
can really choose what kind of style of dress you don't know what bride you never know. Like a lot of times,
it's going to be a complete.
Yeah, but there could be different colours on now and all this. But men, it's just like a suit, and you're like, oh.
But do you not think this in life? There's a lot more variety in dressing for women than men.
Yeah, probably. I suppose.
I think there is. Yeah, I do think men don't have as much style opportunities as women do, especially. Yeah. I mean, especially since like women are there's so much more trendiness that goes with women where, so it's like things are always changing and always like trying to like do different things. And I mean, I don't even know like what the current bridal trends are. I feel like when I was, like 10 or 15 years ago, when everyone I knew was getting married, it was very easy to like track all those things. Like nowadays, I have no idea what people wear to get married anymore. But
me and Bob's quite like watching TikTok videos of bridal, what are they called? Like dress shops.
Proposals.
Where they have like different styles and stuff. So like there's quite a lot with flowers on, like different colours at the moment. Bob's quite like them. Or there's like, there's lots of gothic ones and there's loads of different styles and stuff.
Interesting. Well, Trixie is going to be an absolute fashion plate of her time when she gets married. That's
also,
for sure.
Do you see at the very end? There's the preview for the next episode. Jeffrey's in.
Jeffrey. I love Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's
I mean,
amazing.
I wanted him to be my hero this week, but can't really.
No.
Jeffrey's amazing. He's the brother that we never knew we needed, that we probably did know we needed, but we really love it.
Which makes me excited about next week, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Absolutely.
I just love any episode when Jeffrey is in it.
Same.
I know.
Isn't he in the Christmas special? It's just gone.
He is. I love him.
Well, also, I feel like it's an interesting way to kind of get a view on Trixie, and I feel like he says things to her at times that other people wouldn't say, which I find quite fascinating.
Also, we never see her other brother.
Oh yeah, we talked about this before. No other brother. No other brother.
And he must have a reason he can't come to the wedding.
Yeah, I can't. We'll have to keep our ears to the ground. Because we know why I know why her
cousin,
like the cousins and everything, can't come.
I know
cousin Polly. She's
Polly.
in Germany.
Yeah.
I wonder how much family they're going to give Trixie, though, actually, because I feel like, I mean, on the show, they just try to have the cast be the family all the time,
Yeah.
And I'm there for it.
Huh?
And that's quite, like, they do that quite a lot in soaps as well. Like, it's just whoever's there turns up and is the bridesmaid. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just whoever's in the cast.
Yeah, I am curious, like what they're gonna do for like a bridesmaid's dress, because I feel like Nancy's style is so kind of trippy and psychedelic and stuff. Yeah, I'm curious because I feel like Trixie's.
I mean, you have seen it, Jen, so you should know.
I know, but right now I'm not remembering any of these episodes. I can't
normally
remember.
we've rewatched a lot of it. And we just haven't rewatched because we've been such dedicated podcasters,
I
guys.
I mean, I
know.
can't remember what Trixie's wedding dress is like. Is
I
it a bit
want to
like
say
Princess Grace?
I want to say it's no, I think it's more like
Boat
almost like
neck?
Meghan Markle. Like I want to say it's like a simple like a boat neck with like a
Yeah.
like white satin, and then she's
Yeah,
got
that was
like a
100%
hat
more.
with like a thing, with like a net or something like that that comes down. I think, but
And I
Like
suppose
pillboxy.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Matthew's second marriage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like something happens and their wedding reception is in the courtyard of Nonatus, right near the bridge and everything. I don't remember why that is, but I feel like they don't end up having like the Chelsea wedding that they're
No, because
supposed
there's
to
a
have.
disaster
I
that
can't.
happens. There's a disaster that happens. So we'll
Oh,
remember that. All I
I
remember
don't
is
remember the disaster, but
Sheila wearing like a teal green. I remember that.
oh yeah. Oh my God. When Sheila earlier to Rosemary, she said Rosemary said something about her kids and Sheila was like, "Well, I've got four." And I was like, "Wait, four?" And then I had to remember about Tim. I'm so sorry, but like I totally forgot about Tim. Like Tim Erasure. I
I
didn't remember
mean,
him.
he's always been looking after himself, let's be honest. He's brought
He's
himself up.
just yeah, exactly.
He's up
And
there in
then
Edinburgh.
And then, there's an amazing line where they're doing this stuff for the milk, and Veronica and Phyllis are talking about it, and they're saying like all the categories, sublime siblings, and like fancy families, and like cutie individual, whatever all the different categories are. And they say something about, oh well, Dr. Turner, like you should register, you should be one of the people because like you have such a beautiful family. And he's like, oh, I don't know about that. And they're like, no, you should. And he's like, well, I'll have to talk to Sheila. And I was like, of course you will. Like
He did it though,
you
without
can't.
Dr. Tim.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. They were cute. Mm.
Shall we do heroes and zeros?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Who's going first?
My hero is going to
Becky is
be.
then.
I was gonna say canonically Becky is always our first
No,
hero
I
and
want to do
zeroer.
Cyril, but I feel like Jen wants to do Cyril. Do you want me to pick
No,
a different
you can
one?
you can do whatever hero and zero you want.
Okay, it's
Not
going
going
to
to mean
be.
you're going to marry him, Bex.
Just never forget, he's mine. He's mine.
So Cyril, because he's come back, like I just really felt for Cyril, but yet even though he's really going through it, missing Lucille, and like he doesn't really know what the future holds for him, he's still putting like other people first with the soup kitchen, and then reaching out to Leon, aka Christopher,
I think
baby
that's to bury his
Christopher.
pain.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to see people worse off than him so that he feels better about himself.
I mean, yeah.
I just meant keep him busy, but yeah.
I was just being facetious. No, I just a good guy.
He is such a good guy.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. My zero is gonna be, my hero could have been Arthur for being so accepting of Rosemary's hidden son,
Well, that could have been one of ours.
but it wasn't.
Yeah.
My zero is gonna be the housing crisis. Like it shouldn't
Yeah.
be first come, first serve. It should be who has the greatest need. I know everybody's probably got the same amount of great need, but I just felt like the O'Connors had needed a house.
Yeah.
And to separate a new mum, like it, I mean, I was going to say because she needs the support, but like how supportive really would a 1960s husband be?
Yeah.
But actually Maurice was very good, so.
Yeah. Jen?
Okay, who's gonna be my zero?
I mean, I can go first if you want.
No, because I'm gonna have to think about it regardless. My zero is gonna be, wait, tell me Leon again? He's not the zero, not him. I just really felt bad about all the things that happened to him. And his life was just very, very hard, and he went through a lot, and he ended up turning towards substances, which, clearly were having a bad effect as well. I really hope it's going to be a happy outcome for him, but I just felt like just his history just was a very sad history to me, and so he's not my zero, but just everything he went through is my zero, and I really, really hope that he can have a happier outcome. And then my hero is gonna be, I want my hero to be, well, I mean, I'm just going to piggyback and say I really appreciate your hero, Bex. I think you did a great job with your hero. But I want my hero to be Phyllis because I think the photos and everything were so, so cute. I also think she took care of Sister Monica Jones so nicely. She didn't really have like, quote, her own storyline this week, but she was just peppered out throughout of it in a really great way. And I just thought she brought some like great energy. And I'm just here for Phyllis.
And also the way she made sure that Nancy was like, no, you have every right to have a photo.
Absolutely. Yes, that's a great addition. Yes. I'm here for that.
My 0 is Matthew. Now, it's quite a niche reason why, but it's the way he was there shouting your stultifying bureaucracies, all of this total lack of urgency. And then it kind of annoyed me a bit because I was a bit like, I liked the way Violet was kind of like, well, do you know what, mate? Run for council. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you think you can do better, run for council. It's like these people who complain about stuff and then do nothing about it. Like, just as a former PTA member, now I've left, it is really annoying that people are like complaining about stuff but then do nothing about helping it and actually do more to not help. And I mean, I don't think he was one of them, but I just thought that's a bit rich to be screaming at people in a meeting. So yeah. And my hero, I'm going to go with Arthur because Arthur was lovely. He did bring a heroin addict to live with the family, which I think is nice, and with his newborn child. But they just seem like the Masons did seem like a really lovely family. The kids were really well brought up. I thought it was such a shame for Leon because it's going to cause loads of problems for him, probably seeing how well brought up and lovely we are. But I just thought they were a really nice family, and hopefully they can all get on really well. And Leon and baby Jacqueline, even though it's probably like 20 years apart, you know, they'll be nice and that will be good. So I'm hoping so.
Yeah. Maybe he'll just have a good recovery and it'll be okay.
Yeah. Next week we'll be watching series 12, episode 8.
8?
Yeah. It's the wedding.
Already. Is it the wedding next week?
and then the Christmas special.
Oh my goodness. And also, guys, I'm gonna do a listeners special. So if anyone wants to send us anything, I've got a load of stuff. So we're probably going to have 2 episodes to do with the listener special because I've got loads. But if you've got anything else you want to say to us or ask us or anything like that, please send us an email, send us a message on social media. It's me who picks it all up. We will see it. So we've had some lovely stuff. And we've had a lot of love about us being back. So thank you very much.
Which was so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and guys, guess what? I think we're gonna watch the season 13 Christmas special right around Christmas.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, we are. You and I. Us.
Well, all 3 of us are gonna be watching it.
Yeah.
Because at the rate we're going now, it's gonna be another Christmas special right before our actual real life Christmas in 2026. 2025. We always say Christmas special at a Christmas time is always the best.
Yeah. I went shopping today with my Trader Joe's tote, which I bloody love.
Oh,
lovely. Yeah. It's truly the best.
I gotta get a tote like that. I don't even have a tote like that.
That's because your phone was probably listening in.
Yeah. Yay. Anyway,
if only you could go shopping at a Trader Joe's with your Trader Joe's tote.
I know. One day.
You guys have to come over so you can do that.
Yeah. Right. We'll see you next week, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. In the meantime, follow us on all the social media, all that stuff. And send us a message. Send us any questions you have for us or any suggestions or anything. Don't say get better. Right, do you know what I mean? So we're trying. Right, we'll see you next week.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.